I always look so much worse at the beginning of these videos, but that tells you what I look like on a normal day-to-day basis. My name is Hunter May. I'm the owner of May Crochets, and this video is going to be all about my third market. I have made vlog videos for my first two markets, and this is my third. This one is going to be very similar to my second market. It's in the same exact location. I have really high hopes for this one because I've heard there's over 150 vendors for this. I'm really excited. The last one, I don't really know how many there were. There was maybe like 40-ish, maybe. So this one's gonna be a lot bigger. So before we get to the vlog of the market, I'm just gonna kind of talk about things that I'm adding that are new to my products and just things that I'm changing for this market compared to the other ones. So this market is for an event that we have going all week here, and I've been to it last year and it was pretty big. So I'm super excited for it. Like I said, there's gonna be over 150 vendors. It's in the same park that I was in for my second market, which you could watch the video of that here. And in that video, I kind of talked about how they put us in a really bad location compared to where all the other booths were, and then how like human psychology, like how people would walk through. We just weren't seen a lot. I even had friends come by that were looking for us specifically, and they said they couldn't find us. So before this one, I actually emailed the people that run it. I basically emailed and said, do you guys have the booth numbers picked out yet? And she said, no. Do you have something in mind? I see that you were in this location. Did you like that? And I was like, no, I actually really didn't like that. I felt like we weren't seen a lot, and I kind of want to be more towards where the action is, where the other booths are. And from the map that she sent out in the location that we are, I think we're gonna be in a better location. It looks pretty good, especially like saying that if there's gonna be 150 vendors. Another thing about this market that I'm not extremely excited about is that it's supposed to be a high of 105 on Saturday. I am not ready for that. I don't really know what to wear. Like, I wanna look cute, but I think I'm gonna be dying because it's so hot. It's just been so hot recently. And 105 is insane. So I'm gonna have to bring a lot of water, snacks. I was almost trying to figure out like if I should find like a portable fan or something. My friend that does the booth with me is pregnant, so I'm also a little concerned about her to make sure that she is gonna stay cool enough. At least we have a tent. Hopefully the tent helps us stay cool, but it might be a little rough. We'll see how it goes. As far as things that I added to this market compared to the markets I've done before, if you want to see my full lineup, you can watch my last video where I kind of go through more in depth. I'll also put videos of my setup and everything. That way you can see everything that I added. But the new things that I added, I decided to do it, and I'm trying a few plushies. I don't like plushies. I really don't like plushies. I don't like making them, especially because once I make one, I don't know what to do with it. I've had this Duolingo sitting over here for the longest time, and he's super cute. I love him, but it's just like, it's decoration to me. And I want to be able to do more with things that I make. Like, that's why I really like garments, because I can wear them. But when you make a plushie, they just kind of sit there. They look cute, granted, but then they just sit there, and I want more from them. So I usually don't make them because I'd rather like give them to someone else. But I was thinking if I sell it, that's kind of giving it to someone else, you know, and I'm also making a profit, so that's awesome. So I decided to do it. So I'm only starting with 2. We'll see how the 2 goes. I got inspired by Cameron's Cute Creations. If you don't follow her, you definitely should. She raves about how people love these plush chickens, and I honestly don't understand it. I don't get it, but I'm excited to see if people are as interested in them as she says they are. And there's so many vendors that sell them. Like, everyone has random plushies, and then everyone always has the chickens, which doesn't make any sense to me. Like, why the chickens? It is a pretty easy pattern, so I don't know if that's the case. They're also just cute. One of the reasons I was like, I definitely need to make them is because I'm in the Midwest. People love their chickens out here, which is kind of interesting. So the other plushie that I made are cows. And that's kind of under the same thing. Cameron's Cute Creations made them. I thought they were super cute. They looked pretty easy. And people around here love their cows. We have so many cows in the Midwest, so I'm hoping people are gonna be interested. So far, I've only made 6, and what day is it? It's Wednesday today, so I don't know how many more I'm gonna be making. I made 2 that have embroidered eyes, that way, just in case like a kid wants it. And then I made 4 with the like safety eyes. I don't know, I feel like I probably should make more than that, but my wrist has been kind of hurting me recently this week. So I've been trying not to go super hard because once I start making one, it just starts hurting. So trying to be nice to my body. I have more than enough product. I just have this feeling that I need to make more cows, but I have a really big market coming up in October, and I think cows and chickens are gonna do amazing there. So I think I'll just wait to bust out a ton of them in the next couple months. So yeah, those are kind of the new things that I made. I'm hoping there's gonna be a lot of people, but this will be the first one that I will have that has a lot of people. The first one was like not a lot. I barely sold anything. I sold like 5 items. This last one was pretty good. It was a lot better than the first, but it wasn't a lot of vendors and we weren't in a good location. So not a whole bunch of people, but I did pretty good. This one, I have high hopes for. Yeah, so it is Wednesday. The market is on Saturday. It's 9 to 5, I think, which seems like a really long time for a market, especially if it's 105 degrees out. So wish me luck. I am gonna be packing up the car Friday night, so I don't have to worry about it Saturday morning. And then I will talk to you guys probably on Saturday when I am about to head to the market. And I will look a lot better than what I do right now. I'll see you guys then. Hi, we are off to the market. It is the morning. This is my friend Martina. She's in town, she's gonna help us. And we bought some spray fans to hopefully help with this heat. And it's already 72 right now, and it's 7:50, so wish us luck. But we're gonna go over, get a coffee first, and then go set up. So see you guys there. My camera is really struggling right now. Get us literally dying.
My head hurts.
Your head. Just spraying your head.
I kind of need your banana discovery.
Oh wow, I look so bad. I'm so sweaty. We're all packed up. And we left early actually because it just started getting really hot and there aren't that many people because, let me look at it's 101 right now, so we're toasted and we're gonna go home and I will let you know how I did. I wanted to show how absolutely sweaty I am right now. It was a high of 101. I'm using my phone right now because I'm too lazy to grab my nice camera, but I got home and my dog is insisting on cuddling me right now, which is so cute, but like, I'm so hot. I'm so sorry that I am probably stumbling a lot. My brain is just not working right now. This is maybe just issues for future editing, Hunter, for this video, but I can't do a recap right now because my brain is not at capacity, any capacity. I got a lot of business cards from a lot of people at the vendor market, so I'm just settling down here and looking them up and following them on Instagram. That way because I know I'm gonna lose these. A couple of these are someone that we've been next to twice now, and she does art, so I followed her. And then actually someone that follows me on Instagram. Hey Evelyn, if you're watching this, I love meeting you, so I followed her as well. And then a couple other crochet booths. One that she makes her own yarn from her own bunnies, which is amazing, and it was so soft. But I was like sweating, so I didn't think to buy it because I just couldn't bear the thought of putting that on my body right now. I added so many new people, and it's super exciting. There were so many people there. I'm gonna, I think, take a shower, and a cold shower, and update you guys another day, like maybe tomorrow, because wow. Look how sweaty I am. It was 101. Absolutely insane. I have a headache. I need to drink a lot of water. I will see you guys tomorrow, probably. Hello, it is Sunday, the day after the market, and I wanted to go through how it went, what I made, and just general thoughts. So first, like I said, it was so hot. It was a high of 101. It ended at 5. We left a little bit earlier, around like 4:30. From 12 to the 4:30, it was in the 100s, and oh so hot. Thank God we had those little spray fans because they helped so much. I don't think we would have lasted as long as we did if we did not have those. Like, we were just constantly spraying ourselves the entire time. And like slowly as the day went on, the shade from our tent like slowly started moving from away from behind our like checkout stand. So we ended up finally moving our chairs in front of the checkout stand to be in the shade. And we did end up actually like taking the tent and moving it back a little bit since no one was really behind us to like try to get more shade, which we like had to move our chairs in front of the checkout stand just because it was so hot back there, and I didn't get a sunburn, as you can tell, because we did that. It kind of sucked because I don't know, it just got really crowded in our tent. So a lot of people didn't really want to come in, which was fair just because it was super crowded and we were kind of sitting in front of my dowel board. So we kind of had to like move out of the way to make sure people could get to it and everything. So I think I could have done a lot better if we weren't sitting where we were, but like it was out of necessity because it was so hot. I did actually sell quite a bit towards the end, which I was really surprised. I was gonna start packing up and I was like, you know what, I'll just like keep it a little bit longer until my husband and my friend's husband could come and like help us put away, and actually sold like 2 or 3 things at the end, so that was super nice. So as a tip that I've gotten a lot of, like, your Square or whatever you use to take payment should be the very first thing taken out and the very last thing packed, just in case anyone is still lingering around. People always say that they sell things while they're packing up or while they're even setting up, so I've been trying to be mindful of that. So for what I sold, let me get my reports up. Square has a really nice way of getting all the reports of everything you sold, so I highly recommend using Square if you can. What I sold is I sold every single cow that I had. I actually made a cow while I was at the market, another pink one. And so I had a total of 8 cows and I sold all of them. And then I sold a little jellyfish hanger thing that I've had for the longest time, that it's just been kind of sitting in my room, and I just like, I should just sell it. And I actually sold it to one of my friends, so I was super excited for her to have it. And then as well as a crochet long sleeve top, which actually went to my friend's daughter, and it looked so cute on her, and I was really happy for her to have that. I'm trying to think what else. These are things that I don't have in my Square, so they're just custom amounts. Think that was it, but I'll come back in if it wasn't. Chickens, I sold 2 white chickens and I think 4 speckled chickens. 3 speckled chickens, which I honestly thought I was gonna sell way more chickens than I did, but I think I need a better way of displaying them. I only had a couple out and I had them on a small shelf. I don't know, I ended up like moving my clothes rack in a different position than what I normally do. That way it was more inviting for people to walk in, but because of where I put the chickens and the cows, people wouldn't see them if they were coming from this way, but they would if they came this way. So I think it was like kind of a 50-50 chance of whether or not they were gonna see them. And honestly, a lot of people were looking at the cows over the chickens. So I think if I just had the chickens, maybe they would have done a little bit better. But this next market, my friend is not going to be with me. So I'm thinking of having a table basically where she usually has her stuff, but have my chickens, bandanas, cows on that table, and hopefully that will have more eyes looking at them and they'll do better next time. Car hangings, I sold 2 cherries, 2 strawberry, and then 2 with the strawberry and the mushroom. And then I sold a bandana. Finally, I have not been able to sell a bandana and I was so excited. It was a vendor that was next to me and she was actually next to us the last market too, so it was fun to see her. And so a total of how much I made was $444, which is awesome. It's almost $100 more than what I made the last market. And then the first one was of my market wasn't that great. It was like 117 or something, so there was a lot of people there. So this one has been my best market. The next one is a 2-day event and the fee was $200. So that one I hope does absolutely amazing, but thankfully it's in October, so I have a very, very long time to prep all my inventory. So that's what I'll be doing now until October, is just prepping inventory. The one thing about this market that I didn't really like is there were 4 crochet vendors all next to each other. So it was someone right next to me, and then someone across, and then one right next to her. So it was like right in the same place. Besides the one over in this corner, us 3, we had plush chickens because they're just so popular. And it really sucked because someone would come over and say, oh, like, how much are your chickens? Oh, okay, let me go to this person because they have cheaper chickens. Or like, oh, they have this type of chicken, I want that one instead of this one. Like, it was happening a lot and that just really sucks. And there were even more crochet vendors too at this market. There were 2 farther away, which I was happy they didn't put them all like in one strip, but they were also right next to each other as well, which just doesn't really make sense. I was even looking around and it looked like all the jewelry booths were all together as well. So maybe logically it makes sense to put things by each other so people are shopping for one thing, but like it just doesn't help because then you start comparing prices, comparing what they sell. I don't think that's a win-win for anyone. I guess the other thing I wanted to talk about with pricing is that I was really hoping this market was going to do better than it did. I'm at least really happy that it did better than the last one because I thought that would be the case. But I didn't sell a lot in the morning, and I think it was just so hot that people weren't really wanting to spend money. So I honestly think the heat just did not help us at all. It was unbearable. Like, it was not a good time. So I think that equated to maybe not making as much money, but the amount of money that I made covered my fee and definitely made my time worth it. So I am happy of the money that I made. I just was hoping for a little bit more and to not completely be super sweating after the end of the day. Yeah, I think that's all I have. I would love it if you stay tuned for my next market that I know for sure that I'm having. That's in October. Wish me luck on creating all of the products that I need to make for that next one. It's a 2-day event. I have not done a 2-day event yet, so we will see how it goes. Honestly, I'm really scared that it's just gonna be snowing because we do get snow in October. So like, we're just going from one extreme of being 101 to another extreme of just snowing. So hopefully that doesn't happen. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you found it interesting or it was a nice cozy watch for you and maybe even inspired you to do your own market. And I would love if you subscribe to my channel so you can watch all my other videos. I hope to see you again in another video. Thank you again so much for watching.